Oh my goodness, it's me. And I'm on the Hermitcraft server, and I'm looking handsome as ever. The sky is blue, the sun is out, the chickens are laying, and my friendly neighborhood Grian has built probably one of the coolest nether portals I've ever seen in my life. I mean, this is beyond awesome. This is seriously cool. I mean, all of Grian's base is cool, but this is something else. This is seriously. This is like a work of art. It's a shape that I don't think I've really seen very much in Minecraft, you know? It's just satisfying to look at. But actually, on the topic of Grian, I can't help but notice there's a pair of signs here. Mumbo, this is the current center. Read other sign. Okay, over here, there's another sign. This should be the center, so our bases align nicely. Alright, so basically, I've done my entire plan. Just like 6 blocks, or maybe 10 blocks too far to the left. So I need to move this entire plan, I guess, this far over? I mean, that seems doable. That seems absolutely fine. In fact, I don't actually know why I built it further over this way. Like, this seems like more of a pain in the backside. This seems fine. How many blocks away from the center am I? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I need to move... Wait. Oh, I've lost count. Do I count the block that this is on, or do I just do the gap if I'm moving things? Oh, goodness gracious. I have an A-level in maths and physics, and I still don't know the answer to this question. How do I translate a Minecraft build? How do I do it? I had a place on a computer science course at university, but I didn't go to it so I could pursue YouTube, and this is what's happened to my brain. After doing some serious brain work, you know, my 2 brain cells almost caught fire, I've deduced that this is the correct edge. The new correct edge of my vault, and after yet more seismic brain activity, I have deduced that this is the other side of the vault. And I've got it wrong. How did I get it wrong? What has happened here? I'm just going to try my best not to think about it, and just put another line of blocks in and pretend that never happened. So, my new vault location is all worked out. It's either 8 blocks or 9 blocks or 10 blocks further away from where it was previously. I'm still not 100% certain, but all I know is it is now nicely aligned with Grian's wonderful base. So now, it is time to start work on the vault. Now, because this vault now needs to be super secure because Grian is going to be actively trying to break in every 2 weeks, I've come up with a few ideas of how we can make this cool. First idea is a border wall with a lava moat. Standard safe house activities. In fact, let's go look at a safe house. Okay, this one is pretty cool, but I don't think it's quite perfect. And this one just exploded as I logged in. But I must admit, I do quite like the wall design. The deep slate and the... Oh yeah, that's netherite, isn't it? Even as the richest hermit, that might be a tiny bit expensive. This one also walks as well, which is cool. It's very cool. But I don't think that's going to be useful for my very static base. Unless... No, I'm not even going to allow myself to think about that. I have, however, been thinking about walls for the best part of 2 hours now, and gradually I'm making progress on what I want my outer wall to look like. It looks impassable. But one thing that I don't often have to think about when designing these walls is I also need it to look good from the back, and that's kind of challenging. I'm really struggling here, but after a lot more work, I think I've managed to get myself to a place where I'm actually happy with it. The only thing is, this is quite flat. This, see, there's stairs, and they're facing the opposite way, so I can't get any extra texture in there. I did think about using some trapdoors, but I already have trapdoors going along like that. I don't know if that will look particularly good. The fence posts don't look terrible. I mean, I could potentially do something like that. I actually quite like that. I think, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think for the time being, I'm happy with this. Maybe it will be subject to change. Potentially, maybe, I don't know. But I like the way that this looks. To me, though, the important thing is the exterior, and this looks awesome. This looks evil. It looks fantastic. And I've just done the maths, and just by chance, because I definitely did not plan this. I mean, you saw my maths ability earlier on. It's not my forte. It measures up perfectly. So we're going to have 5 segments for each side of the wall, which I'm just starting to realise is a lot of deep slate. Also quite a lot of those warped logs. It's an awful lot of warped logs. I guess it's time to get back on the Hermitcraft server. I hope you enjoyed that little insight into the planning process, by the way. It's not something that I actually tend to share, particularly the working things out in the creative testing world. But, you know, I thought I'd try something new today. Why am I getting damaged? I only have 32 rockets. Exploring the nether could be a bad idea. This is absolutely very precarious. There are lots of elements of this that are incredibly precarious. It's a bad time to be a thumb shifter, I can tell you that now. I think it's actually always a bad time to be a thumb shifter, to be honest with you. It's never good. Having done extensive research on the topic, I can confirm that gathering large quantities of warped stems is by far the most frustrating type of wood to gather in Minecraft. Why are these so beautiful? But after spending just over an hour in this hellish landscape, I've managed to get 9 stacks, which hopefully is enough. And all the other resources are now gathered. But Doc has just said that he's running the World Eater, and I'm dropping everything so I can go and watch this thing. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. This is completely ridiculous. How is the server even keeping up with this? Oh, I probably shouldn't fly too close to those. I don't want to break anything. Whoa. This is nuts.
Hello.
This is
so awesome, dude.
How long has this been running?
Water level now. I think in total maybe 5 hours or so.
Wow.
I think
And
5-6 hours. I stopped it ever so often, right? But
yeah.
it doesn't produce server lag much or so.
No, it's just
I
like
checked several times.
if you fly underneath it, it does become like a tiny bit like stuttery, and I'm stuttering a little bit, and I've got like a bunch of ghost blocks, but other than that, it's all good.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really ghost blocks. It's like graphical glitches.
Yeah.
Just so much going on, and the graphic engine can't keep up. But here, come down with me. We can land behind it.
Is this wise?
It's so cool.
Here,
just follow me.
Oh no! Oh! So are these water clearers as well?
Yeah, man.
Oh
That's
my goodness!
The cool bit. Oops, I fell in the hole. Yeah, now we reached water level, right? And now the cool part starts, where we actually start to really push out the water.
That is so cool. And is that a fairly new invention in the world of World Eaters, or is that always the case? Because I always remember you would have to like follow them and get rid of. Oh no, I guess not. I guess there always was the water remover. It's the obsidian, isn't it? That's frustrating.
Obsidian is still a problem.
Yep.
But the cool thing about this design, right? You see, all of the sweepers are small sequential things. It's always the same machine.
Yep.
What happens if you run into obsidian? The machine has a huge end gate. It always checks, hey, are all sweepers here?
Yep.
And if not, it waits until you go there, wherever the sweeper got stuck at obsidian, clear it, send the sweeper further on moving, and boom, and then it reassembles and keeps on going. So you don't really have stress, running after obsidian.
That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Man, this is ridiculous.
There still will be a lot of obsidian digging.
Yeah. This is so cool. And like how many hours does this need to run before you start getting into like the deep slate realm and everything like that?
Yeah, I think another 5-6 hours easy.
Really?
In total, I would assume to get all the way down 14 hours.
That's not even that long.
No, it's not bad at all. I mean, nowhere close to, if you start digging this, I mean, yeah. So we will see, I guess it'll be a little bit slow, because I will try to get the diamonds. So, I let it run back and forth 1 or twice.
Yeah.
Then I'll stop it again and then really look for diamonds.
Yeah.
I guess so it's going to be a bit slower. But if you just let it run, and don't care.
Yeah.
I think it's 12 to 14 hours all the way down.
Wow, so you're really coming for my title as the richest hermit then. You are... I'm in trouble.
Well... I mean, do you want to hear a number?
No, well, go for it.
So we did some analysis of the terrain. In theory, there's about 20,000 diamond ores here.
Right, okay, so I'll still be the richest hermit. That's good. Alright, cool.
Yeah. So, no worries.
That's ridiculous. That is so cool. This is absolutely insane. This is so crazy. Oh man.
I thought for a random guy like you, this is just satisfying.
Yeah, it's ridiculously satisfying. Well, I'm gonna pop back over to this area every now and again, because my base isn't too far away, so I'll be able to like see it gradually progress. Well, that was bonkers. I kind of regret going over there and looking at it, because now I'm gonna have to go here, and now I'm gonna have to talk to you about how exciting this wall is. I mean, I'm excited by the wall. Don't get me wrong. Really like my wall. I think it's a lovely design, but we've just seen something that's literally eating the world. It's eating the world in front of us, and I'm building a wall. A silly little wall. A lovely wall. A beautiful wall. A really nice little wall. I shouldn't beat myself up. Wall, I appreciate you. I really do. So the bottom area of this lovely little wall has now been put in place, and this is effectively a template. This tells me where everything is, so I don't have to do any measurements or work anything out, because I know that when there's a strip of 3 blocks, that's going to be the little stripped stairs with the iron bars and everything, and then these sections here are for the stripped logs, and then the fence posts, that's where those bits go. And the whole design of this thing is repeating. It's essentially modular. I think there's, if my maths is correct, there would be 20 of those kind of modules of the wall that I install going around the entire thing, which I'm realizing now is quite a lot. But regardless, hopefully I have all of the resources on me already, so it shouldn't be too tricky. And you know what? I was going to build this module by module, but it seems like it might be easier, at least at this point in time, to build it layer by layer. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not very good at this sort of thing. One thing's for sure though, I have now achieved a chest-high wall. And if I were to rate the passability of walls, chest-high wall, there's no chance. So already my possessions are pretty safe, but I'm gradually adding in extra things, and now I'm doing some kind of weird hybrid method. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point in time. I don't know what the efficient way to construct this sort of thing is, but you know, this seems to be working for me, I think, maybe. I do quite like this method though. This method is really, really fun. It's really satisfying watching this wall gradually come together bit by bit in a strange sort of segmented way. For example, now we have all of the blocks that will surround the little slices of stairs of warped stem blocks. I'm not sure that was actually a sentence, to be honest. Regardless, the entire front element, the actual blackstone section of this build is now all constructed. We've got one vertical strip of the wall in place, and I guess now I can turn around and actually see what this looks like from afar. It looks ridiculously cool. This looks so cool already. What on earth? I was not expecting it to look this good. That looks seriously cool, doesn't it? Am I the only one that thinks that looks ridiculously cool? That looks way cooler than I was ever expecting it to look. I'm actually a bit lost for words here. This is wicked. This is seriously good. You know, in my time between Hermitcraft seasons and my time off, I'd forgotten how fun it is to build something that looks cool. This looks seriously cool. I just hit my mug across my desk. Now I've got to clean it up. Oh, great. My harmonica got wet. Oh, my harmonica's completely soaked. Damp instruments aside, I'm gradually trucking along with this build, adding in all of the extra elements. Now I'm adding in the stairs that combine our iron bars and everything together, and it is looking really very nice indeed. And now I'm working on the back side of the walls, so pretty much all of the front side is done. Now it's time to start adding in the back details. I guess there is one more front facing element, which is all of the stripped warped stems that I need to place in, but once that's done, the actual exterior of the wall will be finished, and I'll be able to see what the end product is actually going to look like. This is ridiculously satisfying, and this looks ridiculously cool. It looks so good. I'm very happy. We're getting to the final stages now. This really is the home straight at this point in time. I've essentially done all of the details. Now the final thing that I need to add in, I believe it's the final thing, is the trapdoors on the back, and then the whole project should be completed. I haven't looked at the outside of this thing for about an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours, so I can't wait. I'm removing this red barrier, so I'm going to see it in its fullest form for the first time. A whole day has been spent building this wall and designing this wall, so let's have a look. I'm going to savor this moment. I'm going to savor this moment. It is awesome. This is an awesome wall. This might be the best wall I've ever built. I think this might just be my best wall. Yeah, I don't think I've ever constructed a wall better than this. Look how cool it is. It's cool from every angle. Oh, this is a cool wall. Can we all agree that this is just the best? This is a great wall. Honestly, am I in China? Because this is the Great Wall. That's such a stupid joke. Oh, it is a good wall though. It's a really good. It's a really good wall. I'm really happy with this. So as I say, I have spent all day on this, but there is a tiny bit more work that I need to do. I just want to do a little bit of terraforming so that I can connect up our hillside to it, and also I need to remove the hillside on the other side so everything matches up properly. But I'm pretty pooped, so I think I'm going to AFK at my slime farm overnight, and I'll catch you all in the morning. The big question is, do we have any slime balls? You know, I have high hopes. I have incredibly high hopes, and I don't know why. And nope, and no. We did get a raid banner though. That's arguably more impressive. I tell you what else is impressive. Look how far the World Eater has gone. Goodness gracious me, it has actually eaten the world. This is ridiculous. This is completely ridiculous. Oh, it's actually running at this point in time. Goodness gracious me, I love this thing, but I need to get away from it because that much TNT scares me a little bit. I don't actually have that many firework rockets. Imagine if I accidentally just ended up down there and got stuck and just got carpet bombed. It would be a real issue. Given what we've just witnessed, what I have to do now does seem a little bit unexciting. I have to gather up some dirt. So while a world eater literally destroys probably thousands of blocks per second behind me, I'm gradually spooning my way through this grass here. You know, as they say, comparison is the thief of joy, and I am enjoying myself right now. I shouldn't compare myself to this. Kind of hard not to, isn't it? So after doing my own little bit of world eating, I now have a decent amount of dirt, which I can start chucking around the bottom of this thing. And oh my goodness, it has been a while since I've terraformed anything. This could go badly. I can already feel that this could go badly. Is this good? I feel like this is good. Yeah, it looks quite natural. It fits in with the environment. At this point in time, I'm doing very functional terraforming. I'm not doing anything stylistic or anything like that. That can wait. So I would say the fact that when that goes to grass, I probably won't be able to tell the difference between the terraform bit and the unterraformed bit. I'd say that's a good sign. The next part of the process has been rounding off this hill right here, which actually was a gigantic pain in the backside. But I think it's okay. I mean, it still feels like it needs a little bit of tidying up. Still feels like there's some things that aren't quite that Minecrafty, but it works. Especially when looked at from a slight distance. Once again, this looks fairly natural. So with the two easy bits all completed, now it's time for the one that I'm kind of scared of. You see, pushing my base over by the number of blocks required for Grian, which I'm still not sure how many blocks that was, has meant my border wall is now quite far off the edge of the cliff. And like, this is getting to the stage now where, I don't know, we're in weird territory. We're kind of in strange territory when it comes to terraforming. Maybe I could mimic what's going on over here. But even then, yeah, there are some bits. Look, there's bits here where there's like 3 block high areas of dirt. Maybe we just do something like that? Unless this has been terraformed. What if someone's gone over here and terraformed this? And then I'm copying terraforming. Well, if that has been terraformed, they've done a good job because it does look fairly natural. So I imagine if I mimic this, it should look okay. I'm going to take a really stupid technique on this one. I'm not going to look at it for the entire time. I'm just going to build how I feel it should be built in my heart. And then we'll see what mess gets made by the end of this. Is this the stupidest way to terraform? This might be the stupidest way to terraform, but I'm a stupid guy. And let's be honest, terraforming's really boring to watch. So if it looks really stupid, then at least that's kind of exciting. I'm around about halfway done on this stretch, and things are feeling good or bad. Honestly, I can't tell at this point in time. And now I'm fully done, so I guess I can take a look at this thing in all of its glory. And I am both excited and nervous, but mainly nervous. That is actually not bad. You know what? That is not bad. That is actually not that bad. I mean, it's a little bit like there's some noise in there. I would describe that as noise. But it is not bad. For a complete moron with only 2 brain cells, I've actually managed to make something that kind of looks like Minecraft terrain. And look, I even forgot that I had done that. So that's been successful. But this one back here, this is good going. This is seriously good going. Oh, I've missed a spot. I've actually just remembered I wanted to extend down these blocks. I'm curious. I'm curious as to how this would look if I add like a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of variation into the bottom of the build. Let's see. How does this look? I am now... Ooh, does that look better or worse? Or does it look worse because there's only one of them? I feel like there might need to be like one more little bit of it. And then it will work well. Yeah, I think that's done well. I think that has done well. I think that has worked. Well, I gotta say, I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with the Great Wall project. This has gone incredibly, incredibly well. This is like the perfect little compound for our incredibly secure vaults to sit inside of. And that is a project that I'm very, very excited to start working on. And you know, I really need to start working on it soon because I'm running out of space for all of my diamonds in the little vault that we've got. You know, the tiny vault. I've tried everything. You know, I've got chests with shulker boxes of diamonds on the inside of this thing, and still, it's not quite enough space. So I'm gonna have to move things over to the... This looks interesting. Is this... Oh! Well, this could be fun. And the game ends pretty soon. Okay, I need to go do this right now. I don't know if I'm cut out for this game because I can't seem to get inside. How am I meant to get inside this place? Okay, payment going in. Elytra removed. I can already feel this is going to be a huge success. So I get 1 point for going through these, 2 points for going through these. Easy. All right, 3, 2, 1. I'm jumping. Oh my goodness, this is actually harder than I expected. Oh, you actually... Oh, does that count? Am I on 2 points? Am I allowed to touch them? I'm on 3 points. I feel like I'm failing everything. That's 4 points. Can I get this one? I mean, that's got to count, right? 6 points. 7 points. 8 points. 9 points. 10 points. 11 points. I mean, I would say that I successfully landed that. And I would say I did a successfully good job. So I have reviewed the footage, and I believe I have 10 points. Although I'm not 100% certain. Which makes me one of the worst. Well, I think it's safe to say I nailed that. Absolutely nailed it. It's like golf, isn't it? Lowest score's the best. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. And on that note, it's time to end. I hope that you enjoyed this Hermitcraft episode, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!